Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome to the block party. Welcome to the block party. Welcome to the Love After Lockup block party. We've got lots, okay guys, lots to talk about from last night's episode. But first, I want to let you guys know today's video is sponsored by Shoptager.
As a blogger, I'm on camera every single day, whether I'm interviewing someone or keeping you guys updated on all the latest news. But I want to look my best while I'm doing it. So I try to keep up with all the latest trends, but I don't want to spend an arm and a leg doing it. Lucky for me, I found this new app that will help me with that. It's called ShopTagger. It notifies me of all the latest sales. Let me show you how it works. This app is so easy to navigate. All you have to do is download the app, then you add it to your browser. Once it says congratulations, then you head over to your favorite store. I'm going to Sephora. Click the button or slider when you see the item that you would like to save. Then you select when you want to be notified. Then hitting the save button will be your final step. You will get an email or a push notification if you downloaded the mobile app. You can also organize your items into multiple lists, like a clothing list or a makeup list. You can even do a skincare list. This will help you plan and organize your shopping items. The multiple lists will make everything organized and very easy to find. At checkout, ShopTagger also scans the web for additional coupon codes. That would give you an even bigger discount. See how simple and easy that was? You should try it out for yourself. The link is down below.
Okay, guys, that really is a good app. You guys should try it out. I'll leave the link in the description. Now let's get to this Love After Lockup. It's getting good, guys. It's getting good. We got a lot to talk about. I want to start out with the most important storyline, what I thought was the most important storyline, and that would be Tyrese.
Oh my God.
Is that Tyrese? Oh, my bad. That's not Tyrese showed up at the prison, y'all.
That ain't right.
Now, listen, I don't know what the hell was going on, what was going through his mind, but Tyrese, now I'm not lying, showed up at the prison in the bluest.
You do kind of like Papa Smurf.
The bluest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, he got that Oh,
What in the world was he thinking?
You know what, Sharrell? I don't know what he was thinking, but I tell you what, for a man, that right there really shows your age. Okay? He looked like he was dressed for Easter Sunday back in 1974. He looked like one of those old school preachers. You know what I'm saying? But to have him say it, he's a player, right? That suit right there would make that suit would make a CNI dog go blind. You feel me?
Perry. He has so many colors of blue on: aqua blue, blue, light blue, dark blue. If it ended with blue, he had it on.
Blue, cereal blue. I mean, what the hell? Is he Sunday finest? What in the world was going on? First, we got to have some kind of explanation for this damn suit.
man, I ain't gonna lie. Looking at him right now, you look like Barney, though. Blue version of Barney. I ain't even gonna crack, but that man look terrible right now.
I have any mirrors in his house. What in the world is going on here?
Let me get dressed. Let me get this
blue
tie. Let me get this blue shoes. Let me get this blue. You just went blue.
Blue, ocean blue, sky blue.
He had blue shoes, blue suit, blue tie, blue underwear. No,
Maybe though. I mean, maybe y'all got
Navy
this
blue.
figured out. Maybe Shonda told him blue was her favorite color.
He got them all. He covered them all. He
I tell you
covered them
what,
all in that one outfit.
but
when I said that it was this color blue. I mean,
The shoes blue didn't match the suit blue. The tie blue didn't match the shoes blue. I mean, I was confused.
hey, you know what? V, you wasn't the only one confused. Looked like he was confused too.
When he pulled out them big binoculars to look across the street, I was like, never mind, they can see you.
Mm-hmm.
And he smoked him a cigarette too. He had hit
Okay.
that too.
Mm-hmm. She'll be out. She'll be out in 3 minutes. Now Gio, you bring it up. For real. Let's keep it real. With all this technology, when have y'all seen some binoculars? It had to be 15 years ago. He had them out though.
She seen him. She seen him. She was like, I ain't going out there.
Yeah, looking like a fool, looking like a plump fool. Like a whole blueberry out here.
She seen him out there. She was like, I'm not going out there.
Maybe that's why she didn't show up. She seen the blue suit. She was like, ain't no way.
You probably told them to lock me back up. I ain't going to that man. I don't even know what that is.
I don't want to talk about him bad. I heard there was no mirrors in his house, so in his defense, he didn't know what he looked like when he went.
Oh, it was some mirrors in his house because he said he looked young before he left. He looked pretty old to me.
The mirrors, hey, I would say this: the mirrors could have broke as he was leaving the house. I told you guys last week that he's truly a backyard pimp. I'm telling you, but now he's a backyard pimp in a blue suit.
Wait, okay, let me get the storyline out. We've been laughing for 7 minutes. Okay, look.
That is his storyline for this week.
Yeah, the storyline, he went to go pick up Shonda, and she did not show up. He bought himself some binoculars to, and that's what happened with Tyrese's storyline. That's where they left off. Let's move on to some real storylines. Let's talk about Shavel and Quaylon. Okay, we kind of touched. So this week, he was still freshly out, and they went to dinner and stuff with his mom, and he had to tell his mother that he had no intentions of going back to Texas with her. He wanted to stay with his woman. Now, isn't this a situation that every man goes through in his life? It comes a time in your life. Are you still thinking about the blue suit?
No, somebody wrote something in the comments.
Come on, Gio. Clear your mind.
Still talking about the blue suit. Okay, look. There comes a time in every man's life when you have to make some serious decisions in your life. And one of the decisions should be stay away from the blue suits. I'm just like,
somebody said that man looked like a church pastor.
he really looks like a pimp. We'll get to him in a minute. There comes a time in every man's life where you have to make a decision. My mother, my family, my immediate family, or my new woman. It's real. Did you have to go through that period in your life?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to do. I mean, because you love your family, you grow up with them, but then when you extend and go off, you got to find it's a fine line. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard, and that's why I didn't think they would make it, only because that's a hard choice, and most of the time you make the wrong choice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your family always going to be there, so you get to find a way to get your independence, truly get your independence, and move on, and know that your family will always be there. You know what I mean?
Did you have to go through that in your life, Gio?
When I was young, I did, but my mom got tired of me eventually because I was having babies. So she was like, "I'm gonna wash my hands with you." I didn't understand that, but like she was like, when I was getting in and out of trouble, she was telling me like, "You need to quit doing stuff. You're gonna have to make a decision to whether if you're gonna want to be on this side of the spectrum or you get to come home and get yourself together." I didn't want to live with my mom, so I was just like hard-headed and stuff. And it's hard dealing with that type of stuff. Like it's very
hard. But everybody goes through it. What about you, V?
I agree with you. I think that every single man has to make that decision at one point, because usually guys are very, very close to their mothers, very close, very protective of their mothers. And they, at some point, they have to make the decision whether they're going to side with their mother or their woman. So I know everybody's been through that, and I know it was a tough decision for him, but he stood up. He stood up and said, "Okay, Mom, not this time." So
Yeah, he said the right thing. He said, well, basically, Mom, you know what? You have to trust me.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I mean, because sometimes you'd be like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna work it out, and then you go and try to figure out all this stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, it was pretty interesting. He did the right thing.
It was.
Yeah.
I just need to ask him another question really quick. It's not a joke. How old do you think Tyrese is? It's not a joke. I mean, I'm serious.
According with the suit, I might have put him back at 64 at this point.
64.
No, I'm really saying 60s, people.
No, I think he's probably mid-50s.
That is not a 56.
I think he about 40.
Not a 52.
I think he about 47, almost 50.
47. Yeah.
47. He got them gray hairs to show you. 47.
42 like that.
He 47. Put you in his voice.
That went with it.
No,
I think he's mid-50s. Mid-50s.
Actually, I'd probably say about 50, 53. 54.
Nah, that man is in his 60s, and that's how the 60-year-olds dress. They did back in the day.
I agree with that.
Huh?
I agree that's how they dress, but some people got an old style.
This gives his age. Because remember zoot suits?
Yeah.
Just wanted you to know that's called a zoot suit. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now we're going to talk about Shawn and Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. The Lion Piper. That's what I'm going to call him. The Lion Piper. He just got out of jail. I mean, she just got out of jail and discovered he got 6 kids. That's something you don't lie about. Like, what? Huh? Is he ashamed of the kid? Why didn't he tell her he had 6 kids? V?
Well, he was trying to minimize, make himself look single and free. But you're not too free with 6 kids. So he wanted to, minimize the reality of who he really was. He said, well, I didn't know her well at first, so I just kind of lied. But then you've had plenty of time since then to come clean with her before she even got out of jail, because then you got to know her enough to want to marry her. So, you could have came clean by then.
But then you get a point. I'm gonna say this. I mean, you get a point. I mean, he did try to come across to her. I think the reason why he lied like that, exactly what you said, so he could be single and free.
Yeah.
But the guy is not that smart, right? Right? She's not single and free. She's locked up. That's the only reason you can talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just ridiculous, but go ahead.
I mean, and then after he lied about that, then he lied about getting back with his baby mama. Look, do you guys remember Pee Wee Herman?
Uh-huh.
No shade. Don't you think he looked like Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, it's messed up.
No, I'm just saying, no shade. He reminds me of Pee Wee. Don't he look like Pee Wee Herman? I'm just saying his stature.
A cleft lip Pee Wee Herman.
Is there something wrong? No, with the
I don't even think that's a cleft lip. I think something's wrong with his lip.
Oh, no, talking about Shawn.
Who are we talking about?
I was talking about
Shawn.
Shawn
Yeah.
has a cleft lip.
He got something wrong with his lip. I don't think he's cleft.
Scott, do you think Scott has a cleft lip?
God, it ain't no cleft lip. I'm saying the words of life, but that's Botox.
See, I mean, when you say lips, I go to Scott, so I'm getting confused.
It's Scott. We're talking about Scott now. We were talking about Shawn.
Yeah. Shawn got something wrong with his lip though too. Both of them got something wrong with their lips. She wants to pay attention to her lip.
You are talking about Shawn. You think?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then maybe
I don't know. There might be some medical thing wrong with his lip. I don't know.
But you know what? Maybe I think I know we ain't got there yet, but maybe it's nothing wrong with it. He said it was like some kind of food he ate or something, like an allergy or something. That's what Scott said.
Not say that, Perry.
But I'm thinking when he was a kid, he could have licked the electric socket or something. I'm just simply saying.
That's what you mean.
You know,
Let's take a look at it. I've seen it. It does look like something. Yeah, you're right.
No,
No,
like, that's not him. That's
Oh,
not
no,
Scott.
no. I mean, he seemed okay. No, I ain't talking about. I'm talking
that's
about.
Shawn. We're talking about Shawn. Gio said something also looks wrong with Shawn's lip.
It is something is wrong with that man's lip. Either he look like Leave It to Beaver. Something wrong with that
no,
man.
It looks swollen right here. It looks swollen. Maybe
You know what though? I mean, maybe it's not the look. I think when Gio look at it, it's the things that come out of his lips because he's so stupid.
I can't with you, Barry. I cannot. I mean, you guys think something's wrong with his lip?
I don't.
No. That's just the way he looks. Yeah, that's the way his lips are made.
Well, his lip, he got some messed up lips. I ain't gonna lie, them lips is terrible.
Swollen, and I'm a ride with Gio. I think something's wrong.
I think something wrong.
Well, I mean, forget the lips, though. I mean, the lips can be fixed. Something wrong with him mentally. Okay. Let's keep it real. All of it. Yeah. I'll give it to her hard, and every time she wants it. Come on, man.
Okay, what do you think's wrong with him, Perry? Besides he a liar.
No. I think. I mean, for a person to be with a lady and have 6 kids and not move on with that kind of thing, obviously something was there. And then this is Perry's thinking, right? Anytime, for seriously, if you waiting on somebody to be released, something ain't right.
That's not true. That's not true. Do you think if you date an inmate, something wrong with you, V?
Okay, I'm saying you might
because
go ahead.
Perry on everybody's case. No, I mean, some of them turn out okay. You know, some of them match up with a good mate. And
okay,
of one jailhouse relationship that lasted just one.
Oh yeah, thank you. But let me say this though, B. Even a nut job can get lucky sometimes. But I'm going back to the basics. You know what? You meet a lady at the bar, it ain't guaranteed to work out. You can get lucky. But what I'm saying is seriously. I mean, and this is Perry's opinion. I don't want people to get mad.
Oh God, third person.
You know, I don't want to say Perry. I was married to an inmate for 30 years. Yeah, you can do it. Most of them do not work out, and something put you in that place that make you that lonely and desperate to have to write this person in cuffs behind bars out there, knowing they don't did something probably crazy.
Guaranteed, you can have a relationship with somebody that's different in real life. You can have a relationship back and forth with somebody that's locked up or on the internet or, that you've never seen before, lives in a different state, and have a great relationship. And then when you meet that person in person, then it changes. So a lot of times that is what happened, but I'm not going to go as far as to say none of them match up. You know, some of them do find the right mate in there.
Really? Let's start figuring out.
Okay, now, let me go and say this, right? I'm just saying, typically, if you just out of the blue, I'm not saying if you got a brother or somebody in prison, right? Mm-hmm. And they got a friend and you constantly writing your brother on a daily basis and you get to know somebody that way. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, or a friend introduce you to somebody like that, right? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is if you have no idea and you just wake up in the morning and say, hey, you know what? I need to find me somebody.
I can't. Perry, look, you guys, I don't know what's going on. We are already filled up. I just dropped the link. They want to talk about something. Let's see if we can do it with 5 people on the screen. Let's see. D. Brooklyn, hi, how are you? Sound.
Hey, D.
This mug looking like Grimace at McDonald's. Sitting in his Easter suit, blueberry pimping. I don't know. Y'all putting. Oh my God, y'all had me rolling. You put like the Cookie Monster. I thought it was the Cookie Monster. I'm sorry. Who's next? Snuffleupagus? Oh, I'm loud. I'm sorry. Oh no.
Hold on, D. And then Maurice and Jessica's storyline was about he's still in Compton because he has to be there. And he actually had some guy try to start trouble with him, say, where are you from? That's code word for
Yeah, fat.
And then what was the code that you said, Gio?
The dude, like everybody say Maurice is a Crip, right?
Right.
They give you, like, Crips do a whistle, like whatever, they'll do a little whistle. Bloods, they do this thing like soo. Like he did that. He did something like a blood to initiate that. He was telling him like, I'm a blood, like, and I know you a Crip. We got problems. Like the guy probably even know, when he was sitting there looking at them obituaries. See, it go deep in the street. That guy probably would have had something to do with what happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way it is. Maurice knew he shouldn't have been at that store. You know what I'm saying? He knew he should.
This is in danger. Maurice needs to get out of Compton. I mean,
no. First, Jessica need to get out of there first.
And for everybody,
all out of sorts.
Yeah.
Up into the scene on in the house.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I'm about to get this off my chest real quick.
Okay.
Everybody who's saying that was a stage, I don't think that was staged because TLC was spooked. They was looking at the car. They ain't even showed the car. That was not staged. That was a real life event, and they could have went down.
And if the cameras weren't there, it probably would have went down. That's not staged. I've been to Compton before. Somebody approached me and asked me what set I'm from. The guy that I was with, what set you from? It's not staged. It's like, you don't go there wearing nothing red. It's not a joke. Okay,
where you from is real.
Yeah. Now I got all the lines in. D. Brooklyn, what did you want to sound off on?
Man, I got a new nickname for that man. Y'all remember old school songs? Old school. I'm talking Marcel's.
Is this
Blue Moon? Blue Moon. I hope don't do it up again.
I mean, well, I know. Okay. Before you leave,
Brooklyn.
You give us one verse of Blue Moon. One verse. Just one verse of Blue Moon.
What you talking about? The blah 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 dang 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 ding dang dang ding dang Blue Moon. That's that man. You feel me?
Stop.
I didn't know if I was gonna call it. I got a breathing problem.
You keep pulling that picture up. I'm thinking to myself, that must be that man in the spirit or something. That's how he really is. And then you pull up the other picture up. That's his inner spirit right there. He jumping out of his skin. That's how he really is. That's how he waiting on her to get out of prison.
Talking about lockup, and y'all want to talk about this man's suit. I don't know what. I'm only going to. I
gotta give it to him. The shoes was fly though. The shoes was fly. I give him that.
The shoes was blue. The shoes was blue.
Y'all know. They were different shade of blue though.
D. Brooklyn darkness. D. Brooklyn darkness mess.
We got a long time. Stay on the line, I'm gonna bring you back, okay?
Yeah.
Man, 5, 6 different blues, B. I'm with you totally.
Hey Gio, did he get that suit from
Ocean Blue, Sky Blue,
Rainbow,
Blue, Navy Blue,
Rainbow.
Light blue, dark blue.
I got the 200 for me. What? Hey, I got 200 to spend. What y'all got? I got 200. What you got? You got this blue suit on here. It looks nice on you.
Carla, sound off. What did you want to talk about? They left.
I got my Shawn, my top ramen noodles, girl. I'm about to cook my top ramen noodles, girl. Stop playing.
Hey, make sure you send Trice some. He getting hungry out there waiting on
Tyree, not Trice. Okay, let's get it together. Carla, what did you want to talk about?
Okay. The Blueberry Country Pimp.
Oh no, here we go again.
What did you call him, Carla? The Blueberry
Country Pimp.
You know what though? He do remind you of that, like Kool-Aid used to have this picture of a Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid man, and he was blueberry. He was a blueberry Kool-Aid man back in the day.
That's messed up.
Stop.
You're not a fan of the blue suit. You're not feeling
No, I'm not a fan of Cookie Monster. Not at all.
Do you like the blue socks?
No. He's a certified creep. Don't like that.
The blue tie. What about the blue tie?
No. Is that a turquoise tie or is it blue? What color is it?
Why? Tyrese, why? Just
Man looked like he was going to a Crip gathering.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to think maybe when he grew up, he watched the movie by Prince, Purple Rain, Dolphin, and wanted to create his own thing.
Okay, no, we got a long line. Carla, what do you think besides the blue suit? The blue suit was
Okay.
Get serious, Carla. Get serious.
I can't. No.
Hold on.
Okay. I do want to bring up this Compton situation with them running up on him. That is serious business out here. It is not play. Like they do not care about them cameras. If he really wanted some action, he would have started whipping out and it would have been all bad.
You live in LA.
Is not fit for that type of hood. She's not ready. She does not know anything about.
We assume that you live in LA. Do you?
I live in Oakland, California. I be in LA all the time, so I know the hood. I'm from the hood.
Tell people how real that situation is.
It's serious out here. They do not allow the color red in the blue areas. Just like Gio said, they have a particular call. The whistle is for the Crips. It's a suwu or it's a frr call for the Bloods. And when they rock up on you, they will yell out them calls. Them calls can be heard from blocks away. Trust me, even with all the traffic, those calls are heard. And when those calls are heard, them goons come running. It's no play.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Maurice is in danger by staying in Compton?
Absolutely. He is on his one-way ticket to a casket. Staying in Compton. Big facts.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna bring in more people, and then I'll bring you back because we got a lot of people back here. Hi, Jamal.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, what up?
Sound off. What did you want to talk about tonight?
Oh my goodness, Shavel's wig. No.
Oh my God.
No, you did.
I mean, there was so much wrong. Like, how's it gonna be lifted? A side part with new growth.
He said with new growth. You need to stop.
You have to pick a struggle. You gotta pick a struggle. You can't have all three. And then she broke into Lisa Rinna's closet and stole that dress too. I'm like, I'm done.
That's so mean.
It's the truth. I was like,
so mean.
And then I was just looking at her like, and then she was not being sensitive to the mother, so I really didn't like her. I'm like,
you thought she was disrespectful to his mother?
She wasn't being considerate. Not disrespectful. She was being considerate of her feelings. Like, she's talking. Her mom was like, I haven't had him around for 12 years. And
I gotta drop somebody. Hold on, I can't hear. Hold on 1 second. Perry, I'm gonna drop you. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the mom was like, I haven't seen my son in 12 years. It's a long time. And she's like, well, we've been waiting 2 years to be intimate. I'm like, no, stop. I can't. And then and then
you are messy.
And then poor little Jessica. And I will say this. I was like, Team Jessica. I'm like, okay, you seem level-headed. But when she broke down crying in the car because she was introduced, I'm like, yep, I can't do you. Get out.
She was going through a shocking period right now. Let's admit it. She seemed out of place. Thank you, Julie, for the super chat. She felt out of place, and nobody was literally not talking to her. They were ignoring her.
Agree, but she could at least if I walk into somebody's house, I'm going to introduce myself, even if someone doesn't introduce me. And then what kind of tripped me out was she said she talked to that little girl every day. How are you talking to this little girl every day when not talking to her mother?
He got facts. What do you think about that, V? He's saying she didn't even try to integrate and be a part of the scene. Do you agree?
I think that's why. What's the baby's mother's name?
Kanika.
What's the baby's mother's name?
Oh, you talking about Maurice?
Yes.
It's Kanika.
I think that the reason Kanika didn't talk to her or make any advances at her is because she had already mentioned that she had been talking to the daughter. So the first thing you do when you walk into the house, if you've been talking to somebody's daughter and you want them to feel comfortable and at ease with you, you say, "Hi, I'm so and so. I've been talking to, your daughter for a while. She's a sweet little girl," or whatever. So she made herself feel awkward and uncomfortable, and nobody talked to her, is because the way she was carrying herself when she entered the house. Now, normally the man is supposed to step up and say, "Hey, this is my girlfriend," but in this situation, or my wife, in this situation, because she had a relationship with her daughter, I think she should have made the first step.
Exactly. And I think I was tripping me out. I was like, okay, you live in Vegas. He's incarcerated. He was incarcerated in California. Wouldn't it be wise for you to start the transfer process before he gets out? Because
that is so right. You are right.
I'm just saying, because like that's not a place. Like she was like looking around every corner, scared. I'm like, see, you're supposed to take care of that before he gets out. Because that was not a good situation for her. I was scared for her. I'm like,
I got a long line.
Yeah, go.
Thank you so much for calling in. You are crazy. You really are. You make me laugh.
I'll come back. I'll come back if there's time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It's hilarious. Let me drop you, V.
Okay.
Perry's gone, so let me take on 2 calls. Hi, Shan.
Got that man's shoes on. Look at why his pants ain't even cuffed though.
I know.
Cuff his pants.
Hold on, let me bring in another call.
I ain't gonna lie, don't you ever heard of the Detroit Lions, the NFL football team? You ever heard of the Detroit Lions?
Everybody dogging this man's suit. It's so funny.
Did you see online how Drake recreated LeBron's draft photo? It was in a suit like that. You guys have got to look it up. But he doesn't have the matching shoes.
That man looked like a Detroit Lions mascot and all that blue.
That he looked good? Do you think he looked in the mirror before he left?
You know what I said this morning is it's such a shame. Like when he was getting dressed, I was like, oh, he's kind of a cute salt and pepper. And then he put on the suit. I was like, you lost me. You
ever heard of Beijing? You ever heard of Beijing? He needs some Beijing. You need to put that Beijing on because he got them white hairs. Put the Beijing on to cover all that up. Make it
be cute though. No, salt and pepper could be cute.
I have to put it up one more time. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Why I look darker than that?
Oh my God. Okay. Woo! Okay,
Mr.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
He's Mr. Blue Canary, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sasha.
He's Mr. Blue Canary.
A blue canary. I'm dead.
No, like a peacock. He was strutting like a peacock.
I can't. I'm gonna faint. Oh my God. Okay, you guys, let's get serious.
Okay,
so sound off. That one's
Jamal said just about everything I wanted to say, but way better. That guy is funny. Okay.
Jamal.
So I decided to look it up a little bit. Episode 6, Tyrese still doesn't meet his girl. So his binoculars and all didn't help. She doesn't come out. And we don't meet the final couple until episode 7.
Really?
So do you think they finally realized that maybe like Scott's girl isn't coming out? So that's why they brought this new one in at the last minute?
Somebody's story they bring in another couple. So somebody's crying. Somebody's situation did not work out. Anyway, what did you want to sound off on, Shan? I got a long line.
Sasha.
Rebecca?
Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha, what did you want to sound off on?
Honestly, Jessica, I think like I feel bad for her, but I feel like she should have introduced herself because like why are you talking to my daughter without like introducing yourself? And like I feel bad for her because like she was like all in her feelings and whatnot, but like you can't put so much pressure on him, like
Yeah.
the onus for him to introduce you.
Yeah.
I think it's also like a cultural difference, maybe, because like in black like families, you would, even when a lot of people are talking, you should insert yourself in the conversation. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I think it might be
do that.
it might be cultural, but also it's just the baby mama. You know what I mean? And you already feel unwanted. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, you guys,
The
we got
baby mama look good too. I'm just saying, like, I would insert myself in that conversation. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I know she probably will act. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go. It might not work out. I don't know.
Bye.
Shit.
Bye.
Talk to you guys later. The shoes is funnier than the suit. The shoes are funnier than the suit. Oh my gosh. Gio, I'm gonna drop you and bring back V.
All right.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Hi Cascade, how are you?
Hey everybody, I'm here in the back dying.
Hi.
Dying. Listen, there's one lady in the comments. Is it Tisha Churcher? She turned and said blue balls that had no tongue.
The suit. Thank you, dude. The shade of blue. Okay. Sound off first, Cascade. The suit.
Oh my gosh. Shavel.
Is anybody not thinking about the blue tonight?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
Sorry, Shavel. I don't agree with how she's behaving in regards to Quaylon.
What do you mean? Be more specific.
Like in regards to him being in Kansas, I understand that because he's got issues there with gangs and stuff like that. But I feel like because he's been institutionalized for 12 years, you're automatically expecting him to come out and be a dad. And that I don't agree with. Just because a man sends you pick me a card, you want to be, your heart's all over the place. Nah, let that man go to his mom, spend some time with his family. That man needs months. He needs time. He's been institutionalized for 12 years. He's grown as a man in prison for 12 years, not a man in society. She needs to just...
That's interesting that you would say that. Because I have the opposite opinion. You think he should have went with his mother? What about... Go ahead.
I think because of the fact, if you're planning to be with this person for the rest of your life, you've got time. What is it in the fact of she's been with him 2.5 years. The mother saw him go to prison. She's been there for 12.5 years. Let him go and spend some time with his family. He still needs, although he is technically a man, in terms of society, he was there at 17. Technically, in some ways, he's still a child. He needs some time, even if it's just with his family and his mom. Otherwise, it's going to cause envy and jealousy later on that she didn't get the time with him. Do you get what I mean?
V? She's coming from a different point of view. What do you think?
She is coming from a different point of view because I'm like this. He's been locked up for 12 years. When he gets out, all the time you're in there, you're thinking about your girl, you're starting a family, wanting to get, be with this person. He loves his mom, no doubt. You can see that. But I think he's acting like a typical man. When you get out of prison, you don't want to go and hang out with your mom. You want to go be with the person that you care about and, think about starting a family, think about getting married. So, my point of view is a little different than yours, Queen. But I just think that after being locked up that long, I don't think the first person he wants to be with is his mom.
What do you think of Bobby?
Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
I don't care.
Sound off what you want to sound off on. Go ahead, Bobby.
I wanted to talk about Jessica and the lying. Here we go again.
I can barely hear you.
I know.
I said I wanted to talk about Jessica and the lying. Here we go again.
You think Jessica's a liar? Why?
Because she did not meet that child. She did not know that child before this. That was a lie.
Wow.
Well, how do you know? What makes you think that?
Because that child is 9. In order for her to talk to that child, that mother has to pay the phone bill. So for them to be in contact, the mother has to know regardless. and they would have had a conversation. They acting like they don't even know Maurice is married.
Well, you don't know what he's told
Why
him.
would she lie on national television? Why would she lie on national television?
I mean, why does she go on national television married to a brother?
What about that, Queen? Do you think she's lying? Do you think she hadn't talked to the child before?
I don't know. My thing is this: I'm a mom. There's no way my baby father is just gonna have some woman that I've never spoken to, I've never talked to, be talking to the on the phone to my child. Hell no, hell to the end. Oh no.
Yeah.
Me and her's got to have a conversation and get to know each other, because he married her for sex. He married her for conjugal visits. I need to know that my child is safe, secure, because I don't know. They're on an app, a prison app. You met my baby father in prison. I don't know if you're crazy saying or what. I've got to investigate first. I'm not about it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks for calling in. I got a long line tonight. That's an interesting perspective, Queen. Thank you for your opinion.
Cool. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye. She had an interesting point of view. Let's bring on. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. Sound off. What did you want to talk about tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to say cheers to Perry. And then I want to know where they find these people. I mean, you think about it, and there's something wrong with each and every one of them. You got, of course, the guy with the suit, right? Yeah. I mean, there's the guy with the suit. There's Jessica having in the crypt situation. There's the mother situation. There's Destiny, is it, with the tattoos all over her of other women's names and her temper.
Yeah.
It's just,
did you guys see that? Did you see that, Perry? She had all these women's names tattooed on her. Go ahead.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Go ahead.
And she said that she didn't plan to stop it either.
Yeah, she basically said she was going to keep cheating on him with other women. Didn't she basically say that?
That's what she said.
She said that she's not going to let him suffocate her. She's going to do what she want to do. And the secret is that she told us, but she didn't tell him, is that, he thinks she hasn't had sex in years. She said she had plenty of sex. And not only just sex with the women, she got their names all over her body.
Yeah,
not just one. It's more than one.
Yeah.
And that she's planning on adding more. Did you hear that part?
No. I mean, but I'm sure she said she wasn't stopping. But then Shawn is so stupid. He got 6 kids. And I'm sure when he probably slide across her when they doing whatever and see Rebecca, oh, she got my daughter's name on here. She must love me. You know what? He is so stupid. You understand what I'm saying? That guy is beyond just ridiculous.
There's something wrong with him.
Do you think he has a cleft lip, Sarah?
I don't. I was a preschool teacher with special needs children. Mm-hmm. And from my point of view, he does not have a cleft lip. Now, Scott, is
something here though? Do you see something like on right here? Do you see something?
No, I think people look different because he don't have a mustache. Guys look totally different. So what I'm saying is that's different. Now, when you want to go to cleft lip or something going on, you need to go to Scott for that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Scott looks more like he had something.
Yeah.
So
and something happened there. Electrical socket, something. You feel me?
Yeah, I do. I completely get that. I agree. Yeah.
So what's your favorite storyline of last night?
Favorite storyline. Let's see. I think it's what's his name? The guy from Compton. Lindsay. I'm very interested to see how that play out. I just moved from LA a couple years ago, so it's just interesting to me to see how it'll play out.
Yeah. I mean, you do know how bad the gang situation is, then, don't you? Since you're from LA.
100%. Yeah.
They didn't make that up, did they?
No, not at all.
They made it up, but they did not make that up, did they?
No, they did not. And I mean, I know how I would feel walking through there. I don't think that I'd feel 100% comfortable, even I'm more aware than she is.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, it's really dangerous, and she's really in a dangerous situation. One more question before we drop. Before I bring up someone else, do you think that Jessica could have handled that situation better when she went over to the baby mother's house?
100%. Yeah, I think.
What
I
would
mean,
you
she's
have
kind of.
done?
I personally, I would have introduced myself, you know, and I would have said hi to the little girl too. She didn't even say hi
Yeah,
to the little girl. I would have said
yeah.
hi, and then instead of sitting there with my, you know, I would
No,
introduce
she
myself.
hugged her before they went into the house. She did say
Oh,
hi
did
to the
she?
little girl. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, when I went in there, I wouldn't just sit there with my arms crossed. I'd
Yeah.
introduce myself, and then I'd give him, I don't want to say, give him a lot of crap in the car afterwards. Like, why didn't you introduce me? That was your job. You know, I would have waited, but done it myself first.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Anyway, thanks for calling in. I appreciate the call. And before we go, what did you think of the blue suit?
oh my God, that was so terrible. He looked like a funeral director, like you go into a funeral and there's that guy standing there, oh, you know. So yeah, he reminded me of some sort of like, yeah, funeral.
Terrible. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank you, Sarah, for calling in. I appreciate the call. The blue
Thank you
suit
so
was
much.
Sarah, this
Bye-bye.
is you.
The blue suit was so out of line. It was just ridiculous. Let's bring back Brooke. Hey, Dee, what else did you want to talk about from last night? Because last night was real. Besides the blue suit, it was real.
1 second. I know.
D
I
get
got
ready
my
to
hat on
start
for
the mess.
Carla and Jamal right there with the A's.
Deep Brooklyn.
Oh my God. Anyway, say that again. Say that again.
It wasn't the suit.
Don't show it again. Don't show it again. Oh man, Gio had me rolling on his show. Now it's even worse.
Yeah, it's bad.
So out of line.
No, ask your question again. I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm sorry. Ask the
somebody
question.
has to do it right now.
D Brooklyn messy.
Somebody needs to step up to the plate, maybe you, Perry, and tell Tyrese how out of line this suit was. Let him know.
Oh no, you know the guy. He come in. He said he knew how to make an entrance, and now you know what? He never lied. That guy had. I mean, if we think about this, right? His intro could have been maybe 2 minutes of the whole show, but he stole the show with that damn suit.
Did you see
purplish blue, blue green?
You know what? No, seriously. I mean, and I know his kids tried to tell him about dating the inmate, but damn, they should have told him about that damn suit too. You understand me?
Where did he get it from? Sharrell, where did he get it from? Was it Ross Dressed Less or Rainbow?
Rainbow
suit?
It's Rainbow.
Rainbow.
And then he just stopped by Pick and Save for the damn shoe. Okay, pick a lot. Piggly. I don't know. Something happened.
Oh my God. Whew. Okay.
But
no, honestly,
what happened?
No, somebody, he got that suit for $19.99 on the Amazon clearance rack. I didn't even know Amazon had a clearance rack.
Well, you know what, dude? I mean, you know what? They got to get rid of that stuff in 1983. Nobody will keep that stock. I mean, they slashed the prices, Gio.
How long ago that was? How long
1983, 37 years ago.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, back then was 69.
Go ahead, D. What were you going to talk about besides that out of line suit? He needs to be reprimanded.
trying to say something.
Oh my God.
I'm trying hard.
Go ahead, D.
All right. Shawn's the one with the 6 kids, correct?
Yep, that's him.
Yes.
Shawn. Okay.
Gio's crying.
How you gonna lie about 6 kids? That's the starting 5 basketball team plus a sub. Come on now.
Okay.
How you gonna miss that? Where you gonna hide them? What are you gonna do with them? Just like stuff them in the closets and everything.
He was never thinking about having a Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh my God.
But no, you can't hide that.
Oh my God.
Maurice and Jessica, they're like my favorite couple, I'd have to say. they have a struggle ahead of them. Now, I don't know what the laws are and how it works as far as parole going out of state. We all know Jessica wants to get the hell out of Compton. We all know that.
Take it a step further. Jessica might be in danger in Compton. Because it's obvious. Yeah. She needs to get out of
Why is she in danger?
For her nationality. It's no joke over there. It's not a joke.
It wouldn't probably be shot fired. Episode 10.
It's people can sense when you're not from the area. You know,
you're right.
It's not nationality. It's people when you out of place.
I don't even think it's that, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's 100% Maurice they after. Whatever he used to do in his past, your past will follow you. And she's a target too, because she's with him. She's married to him. So if they do something to him and they see her, you think they just gonna let her just go away?
But also too, Gio, you could tell she's not from that area. She sticks out like a sore thumb. She's a target for being robbed, anything like she's the target.
But that's not gonna be the situation with them if they ever get into something. It's gonna be bad because they know.
We need to find out what Maurice did. Oh, he's a gang member, right?
He's a crip, so he's in danger.
He needs to get out of there.
Isn't he ex-gang member though, right?
That makes it even worse.
He still is a gang member. He said it. He still is a gang member. He didn't get left. He didn't get jumped out the gang. He's still in the gang.
How do you get out of the game? How do you get out, Gio?
You don't. You don't get out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You don't get out. You leave.
Let's bring on some more people. Hold on.
Let it be, bro.
Oh, that's right. Hi, Paige. Sound off.
Hey, I just want to talk about Jessica for a little second because she had me just boiling the other day. Homegirl is really, really uncomfortable with anything to do with either his family or any situation he was in. Because did you see how she was acting while they were pilling up the obituaries? Homegirl was putting on her makeup in the corner. Like, come on, you got to interact in some kind of way. You was mad that he didn't introduce you, but then now you removed yourself from the situation where he might have needed you. So I got to agree with her.
Let's talk about that moment for a minute.
You know what? Can I say something, Paige? I get it. But understand this too, right? This girl is in a total culture shock.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. She never experienced none of this stuff. She could have watched movies. And, I guess if you're going to date somebody from prison, you should have did a little research or something. I get it. But, yeah, she's not handling everything right. But she's fearful at this point, in my opinion. She's fearful and then just uncomfortable. She's in it's like somebody taking you from where you at now and just putting you in the middle of Iraq. Do you understand? It's a different situation.
Yeah, that's true. My dad, I've been through the situation as like the child in the situation where my dad was in this exact same thing. He was in prison. He did a lot of stuff where like he had to move actually out of state to be with his girlfriend. But like my thing with her is if she was going to be in all of that, she should have prepared herself in some way. But it's not really my issue with that. It's more so that she doesn't even try. She's mad at him for not like introducing her and not including her, but she doesn't include herself in it at all. Like she went into the corner and put on makeup. You could have sat there and listened to him and been like, oh, okay, let me learn from this.
I know what Paige is saying. She's saying this is a foreign situation to her, but she had time to prepare. She was dating marrying a Crip member.
No, I get it. And what Paige is saying, it's a two-way street. Even though I could make a mistake, but you also making a mistake by not interjecting and doing your part too. I get it.
Let me ask you this, Paige, straight out. Do you see this relationship lasting?
Just, I don't know, based off of like previous experience, if she doesn't get it together and start interacting with his life and stop being so uncomfortable with it, it's not going to work out because he's going to get aggravated like he did in the car when he was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Last question. What did you think of the blue suit?
Oh my God. Man, looked like Cookie Monster. And I was like, oh my God.
A mess, isn't it? Listen, Paige, I really appreciate you calling in. You had a good point of view.
Thank you.
And then also, wait, one more before you. The five people that he knew were dead, right? Were they gang members?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gang.
That's he got to get out of Compton. He's got to get out. Thank you, Paige, for he's got to get out of Compton. Thank you, Paige. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. I didn't know they were gang members.
No, Sharrell, seriously, when I was going through that, I'm like, well, watching Jessica go through this whole thing because now she's there. And then if that wasn't bad enough from the store, she goes into the apartment staying with him and his cousin.
Oh, God, we got to talk about that.
They started talking, him and Ronnie. I think Ronnie.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, I just seen my parole officer today. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was almost like she was back at the prison. You know what I'm saying? And then talking about the old friendships and stuff like that. That is rough. I mean, but it's real.
It's real.
When you get lifestyle, that's
how are you?
Up by him saying, one of the guys that they.
Hi, you guys. I'm good. How are you?
Hey, good. All right.
Sound off. What do you want to talk about?
Thank you, Sharrell.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, when I saw that blue suit, with the binoculars, and then they showed the shoes.
Here we go, Jen.
I fell out.
No, Vin, we have to talk about this blue suit. He can never, ever in life wear that suit anywhere. Not even to his own funeral. No.
Horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
He probably had blue underwear on, blue ring. It's just too much blue. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Sound off.
I also wanted to say that I agree with you. Shawn is a liar, but so is Destiny, and they are not going to last. They're not going to last at all.
Wait, let me stop right there, Andrea. Why do you call Destiny a liar?
Destiny is lying to Shawn that she likes women. She's lying to him.
And
she also said that she has other secrets. She said she has other secrets that she's not going to tell him.
Right, she did.
You know what, and let me speculate on that too. Like you're right. She don't just like women; she love them. But those other secrets could be, and she could be planning on fleeing, and he losing that $50,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
think her other secret is she got a girl that she waiting to get out of prison so she can marry the other girl that's getting out of prison.
I agree with you, Gio. I agree with you.
And that's the one that she said she wasn't gonna erase right now.
Oh wow!
The tattoo of Annie Joe. Yeah.
Alicia, it's on her chest.
Don and Shawn.
That's why she.
Yeah,
that's
and
why
there was
she
another
get
clip
too
when
mad.
she was getting her hair done. She was flirting with the hairstylist. And she was giving her number and saying, "Oh, you can text me." Trying to hook up with the hairstylist. I guess Shawn got her hair done.
I don't remember that part. Wow.
They didn't show it, but it was like a sneak thing.
Oh wow! You think she's a full-on lesbian, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
she is. She's telling you that. She said she will not and won't stop.
Yeah, she did. She wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
what else did you want to sound off on? Last night was crazy. Do you think Maurice is in danger?
Oh my gosh, both of them are in danger. I can't believe they stayed in that same neighborhood. I can't believe that Maurice went around there in the same neighborhood, the same liquor store, and let himself be seen like that. It puts a huge target on him and Jessica's back. Huge.
Yeah.
They should have stayed in a hotel. They should have not ever gone back to that neighborhood ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, he's gonna be there, but he's gonna be there a couple of months.
Yeah.
He's gonna be there a couple of months. It sounds like they said at least 60 days.
And I know she was uncomfortable staying at his cousin's house, someone she does not know, and she has this nice big house in Las Vegas. So I'm sure she's like, why the heck am I staying here when I have everything set up for us somewhere else? It sucks for both of them. It really does. It really does.
Thank you for calling in, Andrea. I appreciate it.
Andrea.
She's right. They're both in danger. It's crazy.
Well, but you know what? He's gonna be there for a couple of months, so they have to go somewhere. I mean,
they can't afford to stay in a hotel for a couple months.
Right, exactly. So they got to go somewhere.
No, I get
Yeah,
it.
so she's gonna have to, if she wants to be around him, she's gonna have to adapt to her surroundings, or she can take her happy-go-lucky self back to Vegas.
How's she gonna adapt?
Size bed.
Carla, you just said it. If she waited that time for him to be released, at a certain point, she may have to go back home, finish working. I'm not sure if she got a job or not. She got a house and all this stuff. She should go back home. Let him go through his time. And even though you hate to waste that time, and then you maybe visit him once a month, I mean, that's more visits than she got at the prison.
I mean, everybody keeps saying that Jessica is like a like in danger, but I think Jessica knew what she was putting herself into, because
That's what I'm saying. She had to.
Her sister don't mess with her for a reason. I think Jessica like chasing after these men as like they're gang bangers or either they're thugs or like she likes that type of mentality, and obviously her sister don't mess with her for a reason, because Jessica don't want a guy she could have had a guy at Wall Street in New York. She could have had a guy that had his money and stuff together. She don't want that. She want a guy walking around with a horse between his legs and tattoos on his neck, you know, and probably just talking a certain way because it turns her on.
No, Gio, I get that, but I think she had a glimpse of it. Like, because people think gang life is, oh, I got me a thug, whatever, right? Without actually living that life, right? Because it's one thing to say, I got me a thug, this guy, he gonna protect me, we'll do all this stuff. When you go there and you start to feel the fear, that's the problem. She didn't know exactly what all she was getting into.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
She didn't know about Compton. That's what it is. She didn't know what Compton was like. She didn't know what she probably been in different areas and hoods or whatever, but she ain't been to Compton. Compton ain't like your average everyday hood. It's nitty, it's gritty. You know, like it's very gritty.
I feel you.
Do you think that she's a recovering addict?
That's what my friend said last week. I don't know. What do you think, Carla?
I think she has the signs of such, which would kind of explain why she's into what she's into. Like Gio setting more kind of like a fetish thing, because that's what she was into.
What signs specifically made you think she might?
I mean, like for instance, her mouth. I don't know if y'all seen her teeth before, but she definitely have messed up teeth. She definitely has cracked teeth. So we'll start there.
Okay.
Is it funny, Perry, that she's an addict? Like what?
I mean, look, Perry just trying to absorb all this, and she's making Perry think a different kind of way.
What are you thinking? You think she might be an addict too? Perry?
I mean, you know what? I mean, you never know with people, but maybe.
I don't get that vibe from her that she's an addict. I thought she was naive and maybe have had black men before. This might not be the first time, but she seemed to be a little naive and sheltered, a type of personality.
Yeah, I get sheltered. Do you get sheltered?
Okay, I can get that too. Is that another reason why her parents are so adamant about her not really messing with Maurice, or is it really just the fact that he was in prison?
He's in prison and he's a gang member.
Yeah, both.
And he's a burglar. Like,
No. Okay, what Carla's saying, it could be her parents know her background, and they can see her regressing back to the old days.
Exactly.
I'm saying like we all speculate. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even think about this until Carla started talking.
You know, I'm always here to stir up some trouble. I'm sorry.
No, who's stirring up trouble is that damn blue suit. He had to know.
Sharrell.
He's a troublemaker. What'd you say? I can't.
The blueberry country pimp.
The blueberry country pimp. Where in the world did you get that? Where country pimp?
That's the country pimp. Okay.
He do look like a pimp. He really looked like a pimp.
I like to call him the engineered lover. Choo choo. That would be so.
No, the blue socks did it for me. Maybe if you just had blue shoes, blue pants, blue jacket, and blue tie, that would have been enough. But blue socks
and blue drawers, I can't.
I ain't gonna lie. He was like he woke up out of his funeral. You know, like he hopped right out the casket.
He's casket sharp, Gio. He's casket sharp.
He was ready to go. He was ready to go down in the ground. Bury this man now. That man looked like a straight victim with that suit on. But you could talk about that man's suit for days. You hear me?
Before we came on, we're still talking about the suit. This is going to say the most important, my favorite storyline has to be Jessica and Maurice, because it's real. Maurice is in danger. He needs to get out of Compton immediately. And I don't even know if that means you could stay in a hotel, but he's in danger. And then what really got real was all of his homies that passed away when he was in the prison. It's
that's real, because I've experienced that. Being where I'm from, we have a lot of killings out here. Like I was explaining to some of the people earlier, like I lost 4 friends within 3 weeks due to gun violence. Like it gets real out here. These people have no remorse and no regard for human life. They do not care.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. It's real. I mean, so people that were saying earlier that it was a staged scene, I don't think they're from California and they don't know how serious that stuff gets. It's crazy. And Jessica needs to get out fast. So
definitely.
It's just a crazy storyline.
And I did want to say one thing about Quaylon and Shavel, because Quaylon is so fine, and I think that he needs to stop playing, and he needs to think if he really want to be in a relationship with Shavel, because she's kind of controlling, and she is not going to back down. She is going to fight with that man's mama.
What signs did she do to make you think she's controlling?
She is gonna keep telling him, like, no, you cannot move with your mom. Like she is gonna put it down on him so good he ain't gonna want to leave. How about that?
No, I get it too. And I think what Carla's saying is sort of like when he was at the little restaurant eating, and he was like, "Hey, mama, you know what?" She said, "Well, let me talk to you about this. I'm worried about where are you gonna go or whatever." And he's like, "Mama, basically, you have to trust me." And when they put the camera on Shavel, she had this little grin, like, because basically by saying, "Hey, you got to trust me. I'm staying here in Kansas City," then it's like a little grin, like, "Yes, I'm winning this battle." But then the mother said later on, "No, her son coming home." Now she didn't say it with them. Like how they just talk, whatever, and the thing. But I don't know. I mean, I actually wish those two the best. But like I said, that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing is trying to figure out. And then, like Queen Cascades had a point. I mean, to a certain degree, it's like a flip of a coin, right? Mm-hmm. Is that he's still a 17-year-old person, even though age-wise he's a grown man.
Yeah,
but he's a grown man that hasn't lived in society.
Right.
And most people get grown not by age, because you can meet somebody 50 years old, maybe like blue suit. No. I'm saying. So you can't look at age and think maturity, right?
Yeah.
Maturity, life experiences and stuff like that. And
Perry, this guy seems very mature. I mean, you could tell if Quaylon. Yeah, he seems very mature. You could tell if he came out of prison and he was wishy-washy. I mean, he got his mind set on what he wants to do, which direction he wants to take. He stood up to his mom. He's not immature at all. He's very mature. So that time that he spent in prison, to me, taught him something, and he learned from it, and he came out here. And even though his mom wants to hover over him, he's ready for the world. To me, he's ready.
I can't agree with that, B. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once you did 12 years and you had it up like that, I think he part of the crib too. He had 60s on his back. If you didn't pay attention, see.
What does that mean, Gio?
Rolling 60s. That means Crip gang. It's called Rolling 60s.
Oh wow.
He had that on his back. And so when you go out there in them streets, like his mom, I see where his mom was coming from when she was saying, "I lost you out here. I don't want to lose you again."
Right.
You can get acquainted back with them same people that you used to be acquainted with 12 years ago. They might still be roaming around. So as soon as he get in talking to them dude, they get him a smoking. All it takes is for him to just start smoking, and then he cool and he hanging and he drinking. Everything cool. Then when something really pop up, who's to say they're gonna be like, "Hey man, you gonna rock with us or what?" Now he pull back in. You see what I'm saying? If he don't get pulled back in with it, they gonna probably it's gonna be a 2-2 way out of that situation, and one of them might not be good in his favor. You see what I'm saying?
I
Like,
got you. Yeah, I got
his
you.
life would be on the line if he go against them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I understand
Okay, I
that
get
part.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're
That
gonna
makes
wrap it
sense.
up in an hour. Carla, what are your last words?
I can't wait to see if Shonda gonna come out their jail gates with, if he could see her with them binoculars. She could see him from a mile away. Okay, she gonna be able to see him. Okay, the blueberry country pimp is out there waiting on her.
Oh my God! All right, thanks for calling in. I'll see you next time. Okay.
All right,
Bye,
bye.
Carla.
That's the blue suit is out of line. The blue suit is out of line.
The whole night y'all done roll this suit. Yeah, blueberry pimping. Let's just call it blueberry pimping. And just
blueberry pimping. Now, be honest. When the last time you see somebody in a damn neon blue suit?
I seen this guy that used to be in the coma all the time with a suit like that.
A neon blue.
He wore
That
blue.
wasn't regular blue. That was neon blue. He looked ridiculous.
And they was all neon. He was highlighted like a highlighter.
Yeah, he looked like a blue highlighter.
Exactly. And you know, to be the guy that he want to claim to be, you know what? I mean, we all human. You know what I'm saying? We have bad dress days. You know what I'm saying? We all have that. But you can't.
He should have been arrested for that.
I'm the player. All the women want me, but then you get to find yours behind bars. That's a dead giveaway. Your game ain't that strong if you get to find it behind bars in the first place.
Because somebody told the cops on Tyrese, that suit is illegal. He needs that Benji. Yeah, he needs to be in jail for that suit.
Ain't he called Benji? Beijing? He needs some Beijing, don't he? Tell the truth. He needs that Beijing. Put it on the mustache. Don't really look young.
What are your last words? What is your favorite storyline?
No. I was just saying that I think my favorite two couples would be probably Shavel and Quaylon, and Maurice and Jessica. Those are the most real situations. Shawn and Destinie, not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
Scott, man, I never see his chick.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
So, and then who else we got? I said that. Shawn. Who I'm missing?
Blue suit.
Oh, well, obviously that ain't gonna work because really his girl just looking for a sponsor.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Sponsorship typically run out. Sponsorships normally don't last for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
When he come out with that blue suit and get played, he eventually had to let her go.
Yeah.
Like he's in retirement, she gonna go back to doing what she was doing.
Yeah. Well,
that's
thank you, Perry. I'll see you.
Oh well, hold on. Hey, yeah. Okay. Well, tomorrow we Perry Sanders will be going at 3:30 on YouTube. So hit me up in the DM if you guys got anything special you want to talk about at Perry Sanders 007. But go ahead. I'm done.
Thank you, Perry. See you next time. Bye. Gio, last words.
Last words is I think Maurice and Jessica's one of my favorite couples. Also, I'm agree with Perry Quaylon. How you say his name? Quaylon. 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 And Shavel. That's the realest couple. I think they gonna last. You know what I'm saying? That they have genuine love for each other. They gonna do whatever to keep each other. They just have that love. You know, like it's chemistry there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to shout out your channel?
Oh yeah, make sure y'all follow me on YouTube at Geo Malik. You know, the name down here. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, whatever, and then go to my Instagram, Geo_said_it. And that's about it. I'm out of here. Peace and love.
Bye, Gio. Bye-bye. V, final words. Who's your favorite couple?
Aqua blue, blue jean blue.
Messy. So we're gonna get off this phone. We're gonna get off of this live and we're gonna be on the phone all night talking about that suit. It was the most ridiculous, out of line thing, illegal. He needs to be in prison. The most illegal thing on the damn show was that suit.
In general, the Love After Lockup this season, it turned out to be interesting, good show. So I think we're just gonna enjoy the rest of the season in our blue pajamas. Finish it up like that.
All right, V. I'll talk to you. Thanks for stopping by. It was good having you. Come back next week. I love having you on.
Okay, thanks, Sharrell.
Are you warming up? Do you want
a little?
That's enough. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. I'll call you about 10 minutes. Okay, you guys. As V said, Love After Lockup is getting really, really good. I'll be here next week, same time, 7 o'clock Pacific for the block party. It was an amazing episode. I really feel in the show, and I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I want to send a shout out to our panelist, Andrea. She should be here next week, but we missed you, Andrea. Okay, you guys, I will see you next week. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section about the blue suit. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.